Hi there guys, it's Robert, an ambassador for Christ, and where I go, as you know, the kingdom goes. Eat the fish, spit out the bones, but by the sea as well. That's where the fish are, in the sea. Anyway, eat the fish, spit out the bones. Some things you may agree with, some things you may not, but that's fine. And also, don't believe what I say, search scriptures and find out for yourself, all right? I'm going to speak to you today about one of the biggest tricks the devil plays on people. One of the biggest tricks that the devil plays on people today. And it really messes people up big time. And it's simply this. He gets you to focus on what you don't have. He gets you to focus on what you don't have. How can I prove this to you? All right? In the book of God, in the Garden of Eden, God said to Adam and Eve, He said to Adam and Eve, eat of all the trees, or eat of all the fruit of the trees in the garden, but the tree of the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil, don't eat of that fruit. What's the first thing the devil said to her? He said to her, have God said that you can't eat of all the trees? And she goes, no, we can eat of all the trees, but we can't eat of this one. And that's what Satan done. He got her attention onto the tree she couldn't have. She forgot about all the stuff she can have, and she started looking at the tree that she couldn't have. And when she desired the tree that she couldn't have, woo, she fell straight into sin and fell out, blah, 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 and you know the rest of the story. And let me give you another example. The other day, I got a tree in a big plant pot, a whacker plant, I think it's called, in a plant pot, big plant pot. Plant pot's massive. And the tree looks like it's quite tall. The tree's taller than me, about 6.5 foot high. And it looked like it was dying. And when I looked at the plant pot, it had all moss and weeds coming out of the top of the plant pot. And I thought, this tree's dying, I said to my wife, we need to just dig this out, and you know what I mean, we have to get rid of it. Anyway, what I started to do is that when me and my wife started to scrape off the top layer of the earth that was inside the plant pot with all the weeds, we took it all out, took out all the rubbish, chucked it away. We started to realise that the rest of the earth or soil that was a little bit deeper, that was underneath all this gungy, mossy stuff that grew on top. We found out that underneath the soil was awesome. The soil was full of nutrients and it was great. Okay? And then what we did, we scraped the 20%, that 20%, and we put back on, not more soil on top, blah, blah, blah. So what's my point? We focus on what we don't have, and by looking at what we don't have, when we look at that 20% of what we don't have, we think that God is not blessing us. We think that our life is a mess. But that's what the enemy wants you, that's what the enemy is trying to trick you into thinking. He wants you to look at the mess in your life and not look at the goodness in your life. So what you need to do is scrape off all that mess out of your life, and you'll find out that the 80% of your life is actually perfect. Your life is wonderful. There's just a few things that are a bit rubbish, but don't focus on those things, because the devil wants you to focus on those things, because he knows that once you look at that, you start going downhill. Same thing happened to Eve. As soon as she looked at the tree, she started going downhill from there. And deception came into her heart, she got deceived, and she ended up outside of the garden. So that's how the devil's gonna get you out of your Garden of Eden, that nice place of peace. Yeah, he's gonna try and deceive you and make you look at the gunge, the weeds in your life, and make you think that is your life. Your life is not full of weeds. Your life is not full of gunge. Your life is perfect. Let's scrape that rubbish off, get a new mindset, move on with your day. Anyway, it's Robert, an ambassador for Christ, and where I go, the kingdom goes. And I just spoke to you about the biggest trick the devil plays on people today. And I wanted to ask you today, in a question today, I want you to tell me, what has God done for you today? How has God blessed you? It's testimony time. Put it down in the comments below. I want to read them, and I want to respond to them as well. And have a blessed day, you guys, and I shall see you guys tomorrow. Stay blessed.